the Dutch, and they don't enjoy food too much. Are there any Dutch folks in here? Well, we can talk later. But see, what happens is, if you were to start cooking, and you think about what's most important over here, you know, is the meat the most important thing? The meat? Is it the veggies? Oh, the greens, delicious. And then you think, no, it's not that at all. Meat and veggies, they're just gonna be there. They're gonna do what you want them to do. They're gonna float in an orbit. Yeah, around a flavor that you can't argue with. That's right, because if we know that if Earth is a big green salad, well, garlic, huh? Garlic is the center. Garlic is the center of the solar system of food. That's right. Listen to me and believe. Garlic is the sun. Now, if you think about Jupiter, right? You think about Jupiter. Jupiter's out there. It's an important planet. Jupiter to me would be like a big Vidalia onion. It's important. It's got other little moons that surround it. There's shallots, there's scallions, you know? Io is a scallion, maybe like, you know, one of those other little moons is shallots. You got an asteroid belt. Asteroid belt could be like ground beef. You know, it takes many different forms. It's important, it's there. You gotta get through it. But if there's one thing that makes everything turn just from ingredients into food, it is garlic. Yes. And that is why garlic is the sun. Yeah. All the planets, they just would be rocks, right? They just be big stones out there in space. Without the sun to make them all kind of like, you know, fall in the right place. In a sea of stars, you know, in a Milky Way. But we know the Milky Way isn't milk. We know the Milky Way is olive oil. Ain't that right? And the stars are little bits of rice. Just waiting out there, just waiting for the heat. The moon, a big piece of Parmesan cheese. Delicious. A perfect way to accent the green vegetable that Earth is. Is Earth a big cabbage? Perhaps, yeah, a big cabbage. And Mars. Mars is a big, sensuous, juicy tomato. Important. Yes, important. You couldn't do without it. You could give them all up. You could give them all up, you know. You give them all up except for one. Except for garlic. Why? Because garlic is the sun. My grandmother used to tell me, she'd say like, anything you want to start cooking, you got a little olive oil in the pan, chop up the garlic, there it goes. Whether it's spinach, carrots, you know, whether it's a steak, don't matter what it is, a little olive oil and garlic. I used to think that you could cook pancakes like that. I was like, it doesn't matter. Anything you want, it's gonna work. Way out there in the universe, out in the edges of our solar system, Pluto. What is Pluto but a pickle, right? Important. You couldn't do without it. What could we do without pickles? You know? Neptune, a can of sardines or anchovies. You don't want to do without it. You don't want to do without it, but it's not there near the center. It's not keeping the whole solar system in orbit together. No. There's only one guy that does that. You know who I'm talking about. It's a big clove of garlic. Garlic is the sun.
What do you guys think? You guys like to cook? Yeah. So you know what I'm talking about. You know. It's all just ingredients until you add garlic. That's the thing that holds it all together. What other planets are there? We got what do you think Saturn is? Like Saturn could be like Saturn could be like a chicken or something, like chicken stock. Like Saturn is full of chicken stock. Like the rings around it are really just like a big ladle holding a big blob of chicken stock. Some kind of stock, some kind of meat stock. It's important, and you might not want to do without it. Yeah, but without garlic, I mean, shit. What are you gonna do about that? Don't eat too much. The Chinese doctor tells you, don't eat too much. It's really hot for your system. It'll overheat you. Yeah. Eat too much garlic, it'll beat you up. But that's the reason why. It's got power. It's strong. It's not always that much fun. But it's garlic. Right? And garlic is the sun.